What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ and we are back with the 2023 Genesis G90. Today's video is not the full review. Full review will be down below, so if you want to see all the details, go down there, click that, you can watch it. This is going to be 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. Every single vehicle I do gets this treatment, and without further ado, we are going to start with the 5 things to improve, and then we'll roll the cinematic, and then we'll go on to the 5 things to love. So we try to keep these shorter. I do my best to try to keep them under 10 minutes. So let's roll. Woo, all right, yeah, just had to wake up from taking a nap here in the back because it's so comfortable. All right, starting off with the 5 things to improve. Number 1 on the list is you do have this nice little pass-through right here, and this is just a thought as to where it could go. It could go somewhere else as well, like some are like even in the center console, some are even in the glove box, but it'd be kind of cool right here to have basically like a little cooler just for like 2 water bottles. I kind of mentioned that in my full review, just because there are other vehicles that are like within, I don't want to say this price range because the price range is pretty unbeatable, but in this class of vehicle, there are some others that do have it, and it's really nice. And sometimes it's just an AC vent that just goes in there, and it just has a different texture, and it keeps it cool. I mean, even in Arizona where it's blazing hot, it'll keep stuff cool. So that would be pretty cool to put it like right there, just as a thought. Just enough for 2 water bottles. That'd be pretty cool. Even if, again, if it's optional, it doesn't have to be standard, just an option to select that. That'd be nifty. Number 2 on the list, also here in the rear seat, would be an entertainment package, because you're gonna notice it's wicked comfortable. I mean, we've got massaging seats on that button. We've got heated and cooled rear seats, like the reclining, obviously. You have all your controls over here, like beautiful and crazy comfortable. But I think if we had an optional entertainment package for a TV right there and one over there, or even from the top, that would be fine. However they want to do it, a nice 3 to 5K in order to have that optional, I think it would be super useful to have back here. Number 3 on the list, we are up front now, and that has to do with the mirror. While it's really nice, frameless, looks good, has home link, I think it would be a really nice feature to have a digital rear view. Many vehicles have it now, and I mean, I feel like there's many people that would get this vehicle that may have a driver, and again, I mentioned this in my review, they may not like want them looking at them doing business or whatever in the back seat. I don't know, I'm not that guy. I'm just saying, I know there's people out there like that. A digital rear view would allow them to not see what's going on in the back seat. It would just strictly go straight out the back. So I think that would be a really small, easy fix. Maybe we'll see it in a future year, but I think that would be nice in a vehicle of this magnitude and how nice it is. Number 4 on the list is right here. Now, 12.3 inch, 12.3 inch, beautifully done. They're crystal clear. I love them. I have 0 complaints on those screens, so really good job by Genesis. However, an optional passenger screen would be pretty nifty. There's some other manufacturers that are now doing passenger screens, and it makes it useful. And the reason I say it's useful is because then your passenger can go straight in front of them. They can type in all the GPS stuff and send it to all of these other screens, so that way no one's distracted. The other thing is you're like, well, then the driver's distracted trying to look at the passenger screen, especially if there's like games on it or whatever. No, other manufacturers have done it as well. There are little sensors that are like just above the driver's screen, and it watches your eyes. And if your eyes go over, and I mean, it is precise, because as soon as you go to look, even if I keep my head still and just move my eyes over there, it detects it literally within like half to 1 second. Like, it is fast, and it'll literally lock the passenger screen to where no one can use it. So those sensors are useful. It's not distracting. It is very, very useful. So just a thought for upcoming years, maybe we could get that in there and just as an option, and I think some people would pay extra to have it. Number 5 on the list is the interior color for the carpets. So let me be very clear. This is the interior I would want. Usually manufacturers, I ding them for not allowing a light colored interior. We have it in this. Gorgeous. There's 3 colors, black, brown, and this white. It's gorgeous. And then even the steering wheel has like this, like, I don't know, it's like a light taupey brown type deal. Like, I don't know. It's beautiful. I love the design and the colors of it. My only complaint / improvement is I think this color on the steering wheel should be down here on the floor mats, and not even the floor mats, because you can cover just the floor mats, but I mean like the side carpet, like this area right here. Having that in this darker color I think would be super beneficial, and many people I think would go for that, just because it's impossible. You're not going to keep these clean. As beautiful as it is, as clean and as neat as of a person you may be, that's impossible to keep clean unless you're getting it detailed all the time. So having a darker color down there only, even if it was optional, maybe one more color combo, everything the same except for, you know, darker carpets, if you will, I think that would be a game changer. That'd be great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that cinematic. Now, on to the 5 things to love about this vehicle. Number 1 on the list, exterior design. I mean, you can't take this vehicle anywhere without people noticing its presence. It looks really good, and it screams luxurious. I mean, from the headlights to the grille, it's just smooth. You even have the LED lights on the side. You have this clamshell for the hood. Moving on around, you have a nice little like chrome piece at the bottom. You have these beautiful 21-inch wheels. Flush mounted door handles, obviously popped out because I have it running at the very moment. And then coming around to the back, it's just sleek. Everything about it, it just looks really good. Exterior design, the dual exhaust. Yep, can't say anything better about it. It looks amazing. Number 2 on the list is the interior design. I love the layout, all the way from the look of it, the touch, the feel, the ambient lighting. You've got 3 memory seats. Like, everything about the design looks great. The way it just floats up, across, the screen goes down, like the seats are gorgeous, the headliner, and then you come to the rear, right? And that's where it just looks so good. I mean, look at that. You got the reclining seats, you've got like 38 inches of leg room. Everything about the design of this vehicle and the interior looks great. Number 3 on the list, I'll be honest, I thought was a gimmick at first. I didn't think that it would be all that useful. And I honestly thought it was just for someone who was really lazy. I don't necessarily feel that way anymore, especially after living with this vehicle for a week, and that is self-closing doors, because this thing opens really wide. This is my reach, okay? There's a long ways, so I would have to reach all the way out here. I can still barely reach it, so I gotta come all the way out. Not the easiest, especially for someone who's older. So hey, guess what? You just press the button, bing. I love it, had to make the list. Number 4 on the list is the technology. I mean, good grief, this thing has a lot of technology. Like, obviously, it has heated and cooled seats all the way around, front and rear. It has massaging seats all the way around. You've got your lane centering, your adaptive cruise control, you've got heads-up display out there. You've got 12.3, 12.3, you've got a touch screen here for all of your climate control stuff, heat steering wheel, fragrance, I mean, you name it, this car pretty much has it. Number 5 on the list, final point, but certainly not the least important. This one is really important, and that is how it drives, the suspension. It has rear wheel steering, and the acoustic glass. All of those things make the driving experience, at least in my mind. I think most people would probably agree with that. It's quiet and it's smooth. I said that many a times in my review, and that is the truth. This car comes in at 17 feet, like 3 inches roughly, and it doesn't turn like that, especially with all-wheel drive. It turns pretty good. I think the rear wheel steering, again, I didn't see anything from Genesis, but I would venture to guess 5 degrees maybe for the rear wheel steering, which isn't a lot, doesn't sound like much, but it certainly, you can feel it when you're turning. Big, big difference. Then the air suspension in this, just the way that it just absorbs bumps and goes over, it's smooth, like I've already said. And the 8-speed transmission, smooth again. Everything about it, the driving experience, I love it. It's fast enough, 0 to 60 right at 5 seconds flat. Plenty for a luxurious car. I've never one time like driven it and been like, man, I wish I had a little more power. Not once, especially for the price tag coming in at right at $100,000. And if I haven't mentioned in this video, I definitely mentioned it in my review. This is the ESC model, so it's the higher of the two out there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If there's anything you feel like, if you own one or have driven one, should improve, and or something you love better than what I have mentioned, drop it down below. I think it not only helps me, it helps other people or future owners or current owners that have these vehicles. So definitely do that. If you guys liked it, give it a big old thumbs up. And if you enjoy my style, be sure to subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.